Here Alan Thompson is the compensation reviewer, guys, which means that to his direct report is he might be carrying out the compensation review. So let me open one of them. I'll show you how it looks like. Then we'll go ahead and create a brand new template and we'll start configuring that. You see, right now Alan Thompson has these direct reportees. So you can see he's doing the compensation review for Marla Gibbs, Waldo Hansen, Larry Hillers, Sharon Nielsen. For these people, he is carrying out the compensation review. And you can see these 4 employees, what is their job title, their job level, what is their ratings, their performance ratings, what is their local currency, okay, and what is their proration. If at all they join in between of your compensation review cycle, what is their prorations, what is their current salary, what is their range penetration. This is what you can see here, comp ratio or range penetration, okay, and this is the range that you loaded into the system. What is the salary grade, job level to salary grade mapping. You are going to do all those stuff, guys. What is their merit. You can see you are seeing a default range here, and how this range is coming up, this merit range is from your rules, nothing but the guidelines that we have configured under your administration tools and in the compensation module, guys. And your lump sum adjustments, final salary. And you see right now we are in the salary component. I'm into the salary sheet. Right now you can see we are in the salary sheet. This has been customized, right? That is the reason you see August here everywhere. But usually you will see a salary component and you have a bonus component as well. Let me click on the bonus component. You see this is the bonus component. You can go ahead and provide the bonus and their stock adjustments. Okay, the stock adjustments. And on top of it, you can see their budgets, the compensation planner budget. Alan Thompson is one of the compensation planners. To him, the budget that has been allocated, you can see here. Let me go to the salary so that you can easily make it out. So for salary component, the budget allocated for him is 21,935.94 cents. Okay, out of that he has utilized so far. You can see here, this is what he has utilized, guys, and he has more to allocate. This is the amount that is available to Alan Thompson to go ahead and provide as a merit, as a lump sum to his employees, right? And you see here, this is the budget, this is the route map, how this form should go. Say once Alan Thompson approves the compensation review for their team members, so next is going to be like who should approve that particular compensation worksheet. So you are going to configure that in your route maps. So these are the different steps that has been configured in the roadmap. We can decide like as per your organization process how your compensation worksheet should be moved, whether it should be from compensation planner to department head or division head or CFO, whatnot. Like you can move that, guys. I'll show you how to configure that. And so once you are done with the compensation review, you can just click on next to send to next step. The form will move to the next step, or whoever is there in the roadmap as a next employee to approve this, that will be sent to his next employee, guys, or next step responsible person, right? And you can see here your functional currency, planner currency, or employee local currency. Functionally nothing but your headquarter currency, as I mentioned. Planner currency is nothing but Alan Thompson's local currency, and employee local currency is nothing but right now we are in Alan Thompson. It might be usually USD, but if you see here, if you look at these employees, there are 4 different employees. Each one might have their own local currency. This is what I meant to say, guys. You can see here. Oops. The column called as the local currency code here, see. Okay. This is how the compensation worksheet will look like for an employee or the compensation reviewer, guys. So how to configure those things? Let's start with that, guys. How to configure that? So as I mentioned to you in the last session, how we will be carrying out your compensation module is in the material that I shared with you for the compensation management module. You have something called as compensation pre-work, and in the compensation pre-work, you have something called the pre-work compensation mastery training initial setup document. I hope everyone has received this document, right? Have you received this thing, guys?
Yes, Raghu.
Yeah. So what we'll be doing in the training session, at least for today and tomorrow, we'll be setting up your compensation management module, guys. So this document has been prepared exclusively to set up what are the prerequisites to start your compensation management module configuration. So all the prerequisites, and these are the mandatory things that you need to carry out for your compensation. Either you are activating your compensation management module in your provisioning system, or doing your initial setup at your instance side. You had all these steps has been captured here, guys. And as a first step, you can see here they are asking us to download your XML editor. I hope like I already shared you the required XML editors with you. Okay, and the next thing you can see here in your provisioning system, they are asking us to activate your compensation management module, right? So let me go ahead and let me show you. Right now you can see you have seen that my compensation management module is activated, right? Let me do one thing, guys. I'm going to deactivate my compensation management module in the provisioning system, which means that as though I don't have any license to the compensation management module, my system will look like. So let me do that, and then we'll go ahead and activate one by one. So once you log into your provisioning account, go to your company settings. Okay, under the company settings, search for something called as compensation management, guys. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to deactivate the complete compensation management, guys. You can see just one click. So let me save these changes, whatever I did in my provisioning account.
Raghu, this is Durga. Will you be sending us the provisioning access?
No, Durga, I'll not be able to share the provisioning access.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just you're showing
Exactly.
it here.
It's a one-time activity, right? I'll be deactivating and activating it. The moment it activated, right, you will be able to do all the configuration in your instance, because we don't do any configuration in the provisioning account, right? Yeah. So I deactivated your compensation management module, right? Let me show you how your instance looks like now. Now you see here your compensation management module is not available for configuration. So this is how it looks like if you are not licensed to the compensation management module, or in fact for any module, guys. I don't know who is this, guys. I mentioned that they are not able to unmute themselves.
Hello, Raghu. Senthil here.
Yeah, Senthil.
Yeah, I have a question. Whether we can load the market analysis results in the system. For example, if the third party provides data, can we upload in the system?
What data?
What is the market analysis? For example, you said, right, the success factor consultant, it is 90, 100, and 120.
Yeah.
Can you load it in the system?
Yeah, we can load that into the system, Senthil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll mute myself because I cannot mute it from the computer. I'm connecting from phone.
Oh.
So I'll mute myself.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the issue with the system. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. No worries. Okay. So right now you can see your compensation management module. Okay. This is how it looks like, guys. If you are not licensed, or if your module is not activated in your provisioning account, this is how it looks like. Okay, and even employees will not be able to access the compensation management module, you see here. So now come the task. Say my organization has paid the license fees to success factors for the compensation management module, and as a being a consultant, I want to activate the compensation management module in my provisioning account. So how I'll be doing that? What are the prerequisite? You can see here you have to activate your admin configuration tool, which is already active, guys. The reason why I'm telling is because you are able to access the administration tools, right? Which means that your admin tools is already activated. And this document has been prepared by keeping in mind that you will be activating your goals, performance, and compensation only for the first time. You don't have any other modules, you are not licensed for any other modules. You will be configuring your provisioning account for the first time, and this has been prepared in keeping in mind that you will be activating your goals, performance, and compensation management modules, guys. Just remember that. Okay, that is the reason you can see they're asking us to activate the admin configuration tool, live profile, your language packs, which are already active in our system. But let me move on to your compensation management module, guys. So your compensation management module is going to be activated. Let me open another browser here. Let me log into the provisioning account here, guys. Okay. So once you log into your provisioning account, your organization provisioning account, go to the company settings. Okay. And under the company settings, navigate to something called as compensation management, guys. Good thing is like just search for it, guys. Yes, I am interested in activating compensation management module. So what are the other things that I am interested in using in my compensation management module? And now comes the question like what are the different features? You can see all these are the different features that are available to us. So what are the things that you're interested? Let me explain one by one, guys. You can see use form creation hierarchy instead of current hierarchy for compensation roll-up. So whether you want to use the organization, the reporting hierarchy, or you want to use the form creation, like because when you create a form, you can specify which employees that you want to do the compensation review. Even though a couple of people might not be directly reporting to you, if you want to carry out their compensation review, which is not, you can see here, there is a difference between the standard reporting hierarchy and the people that you are doing the compensation review. Okay, that's what, whether you want to do that way or this way. If you want to use your form creation hierarchy, you have to activate these things. Or if you want to use your reporting hierarchy, you can just ignore this thing, guys. Okay, and this is only for your compensation roll up. So when you are going to roll up your compensation reports or compensation data, this switch will help you to do that. Okay, and this thing is use edit in place for executive review. Your executive review is nothing but, say, let me show you. Say you have a CFO and below him, let me open this thing as it's a very, I have a org structure here. You see here in this reporting hierarchy, hold on. You see here people like Jenny Lowe, Laura, Nancy Wilson, Penelope Lucas, they are reporting to Ketan Patel. And at the same time, if you see at this place, you can see Harvey Wilson, John Reed, Jenny Hoffman, they are reporting to Mark Hoff. And again, you can see Mark Hoff, Vincent Stokes, Ted Victor, Elizabeth Hunter, they are reporting to Marla Gibbs. And if you see this hierarchy, Ketan Patel, Larry Hillers, Marla Gibbs, Waldo Hanson, Sherry Nielsen, they are reporting to Alan Thompson. Say if I am going to grant executive review permissions to Alan Thompson, usually Alan Thompson will have in his compensation worksheet, you'll see the Ketan Patel, Larry Hillers, Marla Gibbs, Waldo Hanson, Sherry Nielsen compensation details, the one that I showed you a few minutes back.